Sure, here's a story based on the title, Top HFY Stories, The Benefits of Paradise. ####The Benefits of Paradise. When humanity first encountered the galactic community, their reputation preceded them. Known among other species as the chaotic yet indomitable upstarts, humans had spread across the stars with unparalleled tenacity. They adapted to environments deemed uninhabitable, bonded with creatures that terrified even apex predators, and turned barren rocks into bustling colonies. The phrase, "humans are weird," became a universal saying. Yet, no one could explain their newest endeavor, Eden Prime. Located on a moon orbiting a gas giant in the remote Andromeda cluster, Eden Prime was a paradise, rolling emerald hills, crystalline lakes, and skies that shifted in soft hues of lavender and gold. It was a marvel of terraforming. But instead of exploiting its abundant resources or militarizing its strategic position, humanity declared it a peace sanctuary. Only humans would waste a prime planet on nothing. The HFY ambassador snorted at a galactic council meeting. Surely, there's some hidden agenda. There wasn't. Eden Prime became a haven, open to all sentient beings who sought respite. A council of carefully selected humans ensured no weapons, conflicts, or political schemes tarnished its peace. For centuries, skepticism prevailed. Then, slowly, individuals of other species visited. A weary merchant escaped the ceaseless demands of intergalactic trade. A soldier sought solace after decades of war. Refugees found stability among the gardens of Eden Prime, and humanity welcomed them all. A young Vrath poet, Kalish, arrived on Eden Prime following a galactic skirmish that had ravaged her homeworld. Known for their stoic, crystalline physiology, the Vrath rarely showed emotion. But one day, sitting by Eden Prime's radiant lakes, Kalish felt something stir, an inexplicable warmth. She began composing verses in her native tongue, speaking of renewal and hope. The poems went viral across the galaxy, touching millions. On a diplomatic mission, the HFY ambassador begrudgingly visited Eden Prime after years of mockery. Upon arrival, he was stunned by the purity of the air and the gentle hum of life. Wandering alone, he stumbled upon a human tending to an orchard. They spoke of simple joys, of cultivating soil, savoring fresh fruit, and gazing at the stars without the weight of expectation. For the first time in his career, the ambassador felt peace. The galaxy began to understand what humanity had created. Eden Prime wasn't a waste, it was a reminder. The benefits of paradise, the humans argued, were not material, they were intangible. The strength found in stillness, the connections formed without words, and the healing that occurred when sentient beings could simply exist without fear. In time, Eden Prime became a symbol of unity. Treaties were signed beneath its golden skies, former enemies shared meals in its meadows, and humanity's seemingly reckless experiment became a beacon of what the galaxy could aspire to, a vision of peace, harmony, and the enduring hope that even amidst chaos, paradise could exist. Let me know if you'd like to explore this further. ###The Benefits of Paradise, Part 2. Years passed, and Eden Prime became the heart of a quiet revolution. Its existence inspired countless systems to reconsider their priorities. Resource wars lessened as coalitions focused on sustainable growth. Alien cultures, once wary of each other, shared art, music, and stories in Eden's amphitheaters. Yet, not everyone welcomed this shift. A shadowy coalition known as the Chthon Syndicate, composed of rogue factions and war profiteers, saw Eden Prime as a threat. A galaxy at peace was bad for business. They began spreading propaganda. Eden Prime was a human ploy to dominate galactic diplomacy. They claimed the Serenity was a facade, masking hidden military installations and sinister experiments. But Eden Prime had no defenses. It operated on trust and mutual respect. Its only safeguard the goodwill of those who visited. Despite the rumors, humanity refused to militarize the sanctuary. To arm Eden Prime is to betray its purpose, the Human Council declared. Instead, they called for volunteers, those who believed in Eden's mission, regardless of species. ###The First Crisis. The Syndicate launched its attack during Eden's Harvest Festival, a yearly celebration where cultures from across the galaxy showcased their traditions. The skies darkened as Syndicate ships entered orbit, broadcasting their ultimatum: surrender Eden Prime or face annihilation. As the crowd panicked, a lone human diplomat stepped forward. Sarah Thorne, a former soldier turned peacekeeper, addressed the Syndicate's fleet via open comms. "You misunderstand us," she said calmly. "Eden Prime doesn't belong to humanity. It belongs to everyone who dreams of a better future. Destroy it, and you won't crush our hope, you'll ignite it." Her words spread like wildfire. Across the galaxy, civilians, merchants, and soldiers alike tuned in. Eden Prime had no armies, but its ideals resonated with billions. Then, the unthinkable happened. A ragtag fleet of civilian ships began arriving in Eden Prime's orbit, freighters, passenger liners, even mining rigs. Species from every corner of the galaxy answered the call. The Syndicate found itself facing a united front of unlikely allies. Vrath engineers jammed their communications, Kvar diplomats negotiated defections among their ranks, and human pilots used unarmed cargo ships to outmaneuver Syndicate fighters. ####Unity triumphs. The battle wasn't won through firepower but through cooperation. The Syndicate, divided and overwhelmed, retreated. Eden Prime remained untouched. In the aftermath, a historic council was held on the planet's open fields. Representatives from every species pledged to uphold Eden Prime's ideals. The once divided galaxy formed the Eden Accord, an agreement to prioritize peace, sustainability, and cultural exchange. Sarah Thorne, though reluctant, became the symbol of this new era. Statues of her now stand across Eden Prime, not as a glorification of humanity, but as a reminder of what was achieved when differences were set aside. ###The true benefit. Centuries later, Eden Prime's story is taught in schools across the galaxy. Children of all species visit its gardens, guided by holograms of those who defended it. The benefits of paradise, they learn, were never about the place itself. They were about what it inspired in others, the belief that unity isn't just an ideal, it's a choice. Let me know if you'd like to continue the story or explore a different angle. ###The benefits of paradise, Part 3. Generations later, Eden Prime remained the beating heart of galactic peace. Its gardens thrived, its skies shimmered, and its people, an ever-changing blend of species, lived as a testament to harmony. But peace, as history often reminded the galaxy, was a delicate balance. Far beyond Eden Prime's reach, whispers of discontent began to surface. A splinter group, the Ashen Collective, emerged. They viewed the Eden Accord as a sham, a hollow symbol propped up by idealism. To them, peace was unnatural, a fragile mask covering the inherent chaos of the universe. The Ashen Collective operated in the shadows, sabotaging supply routes, spreading unrest, and targeting symbols of unity. For decades, they eluded detection, their movements unpredictable. Then came their boldest declaration yet. ###A threat from within. During Eden Prime's centennial celebration, the Ashen Collective infiltrated the planet, masquerading as delegates. They planted a network of devices deep beneath the surface, devices designed to collapse Eden Prime's central sanctuary, the heart of unity, into a molten sinkhole. Their leader, an enigmatic figure known only as Kale Varric, delivered a chilling message across the galaxy. Paradise is a lie. When Eden Prime falls, the galaxy will remember that peace is an illusion. The galaxy reeled. The heart of unity was not just a structure, it symbolized hope for trillions. Leaders from across the stars convened in an emergency session, but bureaucracy slowed their response. Eden Prime's fate seemed sealed. ###An unlikely alliance. However, not all hope was lost. A small team of specialists, humans and aliens alike, stepped forward to stop the Ashen Collective. Tessa Harlow, a human empath, whose ability to sense emotions made her an expert in negotiations and uncovering hidden motives. Cal Reiner, a Vrath engineer who could interface with ancient and modern technologies. Sita Volm, a Kvar shadow dancer, trained in stealth and infiltration. Milo, a sentient AI born from Eden Prime's ecosystem, who served as the planet's caretaker and guide. Together, they embarked on a desperate mission to locate and disarm the devices before the deadline. ###The race against time. The team faced countless challenges as they navigated Eden Prime's vast terrain. The devices were hidden in places that reflected the planet's diversity, one in the shimmering caverns of the Amethyst Veil, another beneath the sprawling fields of resonance, and the last deep within the labyrinthine roots of the Everlife forest. Each location presented unique dangers. In the Amethyst Veil, seismic shifts triggered by the device created deadly crystal avalanches. In the fields of resonance, the device's energy disrupted communication and caused disorienting sound waves. And in the Everlife forest, the ancient trees themselves reacted defensively, mistaking the team for intruders. Despite these obstacles, the team persevered. Tessa's empathy helped them win over mistrustful locals. Cal's ingenuity bypassed intricate security measures, and Syrah's agility allowed them to evade Ashen operatives. All the while, Milo's guidance kept them on track, even as the countdown ticked away. ###The final confrontation. The final device lay beneath the heart of unity itself, where Kale Varric awaited them. Unlike the other devices, this one was a failsafe, a core that would detonate the others remotely if tampered with. Kale revealed his true motivation. He was once a soldier who had lost his family to a war that Eden Prime's ideals had failed to prevent. To him, peace was a cruel joke, and destruction was the galaxy's natural state. Tessa stepped forward, risking everything to confront him. She shared her own story of loss, how Eden Prime had given her a reason to hope again. Her words pierced Cale's hardened exterior, forcing him to confront the pain that drove his actions. In the end, Cale surrendered, not to defeat, but to the possibility that he was wrong. ##### A new era. With the devices disarmed, the galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief. Cale Varric was taken into custody, but rather than punishment, he was offered rehabilitation on Eden Prime, a testament to its enduring principles. The centennial celebration resumed, this time with a renewed sense of purpose. The heart of unity stood strong, a beacon against the forces of division. As Tessa, Cal, Syrah, and Milo watched the festivities, they realized that Eden Prime's true strength lay not in its beauty, but in its people, the countless individuals who believed in its vision and were willing to fight for it. And so, Eden Prime continued to thrive, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, paradise could endure. Would you like to expand further, explore Cale Varric's backstory, or develop the team's dynamics?